alchemist, spiritual oracle, manifestation mentor. There's ways to work with me in the description. But if y'all been here, y'all know the vibes on Friday. We are always quantum jumping. And this week, I wanted to be specific to quantum jump into the highest reality for romantic love. This isn't going to be a self love video. If you are here, that means you love yourself enough. You already know the vibes. You already have yourself on the pedestal. You're already passenger princess to God. So, this is really going to be about manifesting romantic love. So I love quantum jumping. So I feel like quantum jumping into our highest romantic love, whether you're already in a relationship with your SP or if you are calling in romantic love or calling in a specific person, this is for you. So happy Friday. Y'all know weekends change your lives. Every weekend we are in another timeline. We are always shifting in and out of timelines anyway. We might as well make it fun and do it for romantic love. So let's make sure our energy's right. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and we'll get into it. So before we get deep into quantum jumping for romantic love, I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. So let's do it. Hold it for 3 seconds and then let it out. We're going to do this 3 times because I want us to clear out any old stagnant energy that we have on love. So take another deep breath. We're really pausing the game here before we go into the mirror and select a new timeline. So let's do it 2 more times. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, hold it for 3, and exhale through your mouth. Okay, one more time. Deep breath, hold it for 3, exhale. Perfect. So now that we are paused in the game, if y'all been here, y'all know we play The Sims in 3D. So we're paused. We're now in the mirror. And I want you to we're going to select a version of ourselves. If y'all checked out the last SP video, I talked about how you select different versions of your SP, but we're going to select a different timeline for ourselves because that's the easiest way to play. Let me see. I am doing amazing and I'm in Dallas. So, again, so we're closed our eyes, we're in the mirror of the game of the Matrix, and we are selecting the most romantic version of ourselves. We're not even thinking about our SP here. What does we look like if we're selecting the highest version of ourselves? What does that look like when it comes to love? Are we happy? Are we romantic? Are we thoughtful? All of those characteristics that you want in an SP, that is what you're selecting for yourself today on this Quantum Jump Friday. So select those characteristics. Hey, goddess. Beautiful. You are here for the most perfect Quantum Jump Fridays because calling in romantic love. And if you're just joining, this is not a self love video because if you're here, if you know the vibes, I already know that you love yourself. We don't have to worry about that anymore. We're good. We're calling in romantic love. We're calling in the highest form of romantic love. So back to it. We already took our deep breaths. We've already gone into the mirror. So now we're selecting the version of ourselves that reflects the love that we want to call in. So we're not even selecting our SP's character traits. We are selecting what we would look like as we are living on our highest timeline when it comes to love. So that's a person who is confident. That's a person who is self-assured, romantic, thoughtful, kind. All of these traits, think of it this way: any trait that you want your SP to embody, I want you to select the version of yourself where you embody those traits. Because again, your SP is no different from me, from you. They're all versions of ourselves, they're all reflecting of ourselves, they're all mirrors of ourselves. So if you can select the traits that you want your SP to embody and embody those traits, that is what you're going to call into your 3D reality because the 3D is only going to reflect who you're being. So I want you to be the person that you're calling in as your SP. That's what we're doing on this quantum jump. You are selecting those traits that you want your SP to embody. And I'm not talking about physical traits here, like not like eye color, all of those superficial things. We're going deep in embodiment here. I want you to select those loving traits, given, what else? Romantic, lovable, all of those deep traits I want you to select. So now we're in the mirror. We selected those traits. You can select as many as you want. If I was you, I would pick at least five, honestly, truly pick at least five traits that you want your SP to embody. And you're selecting the reality where you embody those traits. Okay, so now that you have it, we're going to do the deep breath again before we get out the mirror. We're still in create a sim mode. We're still in the mirror. We're still in 40. We're still spiritually, internally. We're still there. So now after you have those five traits, let's take a deep breath before we unpause the game. So close your eyes and hold your breath for 3 seconds, and then we're going to exhale through our mouth. Okay, go. So inhale, hold, hold, hold. Now exhale through your mouth. Do it 2 more times. Inhale, hold, hold, hold. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, hold, hold, hold. Exhale. And now the game is unpaused. We're back into live 3D gameplay mode. Live gameplay mode. So now that we've quantum jumped, and again, all of this is because you said so. So if you believe that you quantum jump, then you quantum jump. You are the creator of this reality. So whatever you say goes. So now that we're back in live gameplay mode, we selected our highest timeline where we're embodying the traits of whatever we want our SP to. We're embodying those traits. I want you to ensure that you are moving through your weekend and through the rest of your life as this person. So you need to be very intentional. You can think of three things. We're not playing this small. I'm not going to say do one thing. No. As you're going through your weekend and you just quantum jumped, I want you to do three things as your highest romantic version of yourself. Those three things, whatever you would want your SP to do for you, I want you to do those three things for yourself. Bonus points if you do three things every single day. You truly need to allow the 3D to meet you where you are. You need to allow the 3D to truly reflect who you are being. We all want romantic love. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I want to ensure that you are being the version of yourself for the love that you're calling in. Like the 3D can only meet us where we are, it can only reflect what we're being. So you need to be that person. And that is really it, y'all. I have been having an amazing day. I'm about to go outside and kick it, but let me know if y'all have any questions before I go, especially when it comes to love. My biggest thing, I don't know if you caught my live yesterday. When you are calling in love, what I would do, this is me personally, before I called in my SP, I would give myself options. It's okay to love one person. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I would allow that SP to come in along with many other people because I'm giving myself options. I want to choose who I desire to experience. I don't want my SP to have all of this power where they're choosing me. No, I understand that I am the center of my reality. So I'm choosing who gets to be here, including my SP. So if you are the version that I've called in, sure, you can be here. If not, then I have options. It is what it is. I'm on the pedestal. So that's the biggest thing. Just keep you on the pedestal. I know y'all don't want to hear that. That's why I say I'm never going to talk about self love today because we all love ourselves. If you're here, you love yourself. If you have set the intention that you want to practice more self love, that means you already love yourself. It is literally inevitable. Once you said, oh, I want to practice more self love, that means you already love yourself. So it's okay for us to focus on romantic love today. It is our reality and we can do what we want. Hey, princess. Hey, goddess. So let me know if y'all have any questions before I go. I want y'all to have a beautiful quantum jump weekend. Release what needs to be released. If there's any old emotions come up after we do these quantum jumps, Let them come through you, let them flow through you. You are simply expanding your container to allow more. Any advice for manifesting a platonic SP? Yes, we Princess, you missed the whole quantum gem exercise that we did, but I would just it really depends if you're calling in someone that you already know versus if you're calling in just platonic SPs to be the version of that person that you're calling in. So whatever traits you want that person to have, embody those traits. Again, we all know I mirror you, you mirror me. There's no different from your SPs. They're simply mirroring you. So make sure you're being the person of whoever you're calling in so the 3D can reflect that back to you. So yeah. Toya, what's your question? And Princess, I would also just, yeah, I know we operate on delusion here. I would just move as if this person is back into my life. When I was calling in my actual SP, I just act like he was already here. Like I was celebrating with him. The day that I truly decided to act like he was already here, go full on delusional, he literally showed up at my door. And this is after months of no contact. So the 3D is only going to meet you where you are. Who are you being? How are you moving in the 3D? What are you telling the 3D? How you move into 3D is what you're commanding in your 3D. So we can talk about commanding our 3D, but the way you're moving, because that's where you're putting your attention on, that is what you're truly commanding in. Oh, Princess, we on the same time. Every time, Princess. I'm calling in new friends too. So I'm just being the version of the friends that I want to have. How does that person show up? Like, what type of friends do I want to have? So for me, I know that I want wealthy, creative friends. So that is who I'm being, and I'm allowing the 3D to meet me there. So it really is just like a romantic SP or any SP. Be the version of the friends that you're calling in. So whatever type of friends you want to call in, be that version and move. We already said we're going to do three things every single day that tells the 3D we are who we say we are. What it's going to tell the 3D this is what we're calling in. This is what love. You have to truly live at the end of creation. So move as if it is finished. Just know that it's finished and move that way. Okay, 12, you said I've struggled with my SP having a vasectomy and me wanting another child before the breakup. He didn't want to reverse it. How do I see it differently? I would just see like he never, Toya, I would go about this a few different ways. I would either see that he never had a vasectomy or he just got it reversed. And I would see me pregnant. So I would buy I know I go full on delusion. So I would buy baby clothes. I would rub my stomach. I would just see it as me already being pregnant if that's the end result. Not even, you don't even have to see him never having a vasectomy or getting it reversed. If you want to play that way, you can. You could just see you pregnant. If you want another child, just see you pregnant, or you can go past that and see you holding your baby. It really is, how do you want to play? How do you want to play the game? Yes, go out more. It's so funny, Princess. Like, I'm actually on my way to a food festival, and these are things that I wouldn't normally do because I'm a homebody. So, truly, I would stay at home. But I know if I'm calling in new friends, what would I do with my friends? So, that's what I'm going to do. Any more questions, goddesses? Because I literally got my phone on Do Not Disturb. Yes, buying the baby clothes. You're telling the 3D it is done. The 3D loves to celebrate. You can even see yourself giving someone the good news. Like if you were pregnant, like, oh my God, I'm pregnant, y'all. Like just see yourself giving someone the good news. I think that's one of my favorite ways to celebrate is telling someone about it. Like do those mental conversations, those inner conversations. I'm telling someone about it. And if you have a friend who is absolutely delusional like you are and willing to play along, even better. Like my bestie knows we're delusional as fuck. So anytime I want to be extremely delusional, I know that I can text her and she ain't gonna question it. I need more consistency. It's a lot of up and down SPs in general. Yeah, Nina, then I feel like that goes back to focusing on yourself. You don't even have to focus on SPs because if you're not even sure if you want an SP, if you're going back and forth, that means you're not sure about it. So just focus on what you actually desire to experience. And it doesn't even have to be related to SPs. If you want to focus on just more love, just focus on that. The 3D, I promise you, the 3D is going to match you every single time. If you are loving on yourself more, this is why a lot of people in the manifestation community, the ones that's truly about self concept, talks about loving on yourself more because that energy is magnetic. If you are loving on yourself that way, everyone else in your 3D reality is going to match that energy. That's why I know I'm that girl, and everyone else in my 3D reality know I'm that girl too. So really, confidence is key, especially when you're being delusional. Any more questions, beautiful goddesses? If not, remember you are moving through the weekend as a version of you that has the highest, most quality love, whether it is a platonic relationship or romantic relationship. You be that version of the people that you're calling in because the 3D is a mirror. The people in your reality is a mirror of who you're being. So if you are being the person you decide to call in, the 3D is going to meet you there every single time. Remember, we do not entertain what we don't want to experience. Always be a passenger princess to your God self. Relax, rest, relax, receive. Make it fun. Don't take it so seriously. Y'all know I'm all about play. So don't take it so seriously. Whatever those 3 things you're going to do this weekend, make them fun and do it from a place of joy. Don't do it as something you feel like you have to do as a forceful act. That's not what we're doing here. We're simply doing things here for the enjoyment, for the experience of it all. So go enjoy it. And as always, I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm free. Yahweh. Bye.